Hello and welcome to day 2, game 4 of the Extra Life Weekend Extravaganza over here on Valorant's channel. I am Mare. I will be your game meowster and I use they, she pronouns. Thank you for joining us on this early Saturday morning. If you are new here or you're just popping in and saying, hey, what's this? What is this charity thing that's going on? We are raising money for Extra Life today. It is a fundraising program of the Children's Miracle Network. And guess what? We are raising money for children's hospitals all weekend, and you can help us get there. We will quickly go over, hey, who we are and who we are playing, and then I will go into like incentives and stuff. So as I already said, hi, Mare, they, she pronouns. I will be the game meowster today. And let me look at this over. Let's see who will go first. We'll go clockwise for me, and we'll start with Al. Tell us, hey, who you are and who you're playing.
Hello everyone, I'm Al. I will be playing Chaz. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
Barry.
My name's Fairy Zarina. I'm going to be playing Claudia. Both of our pronouns are any and all.
Jilly.
Hello. Hi. I was checking to see what pronouns I put for my cat, and I don't know. So that was yesterday. That was a whole lifetime ago that I did that. Hi. How? Is this the same thing that happened during fraying threads? Not to like.
How about we skip you? You try and figure out what's going on with Google Meets, and we'll come back. So
I don't know. I don't know who I am. Come back to me.
Jesse.
I am Jessie, they, them. My character is Jingles, she, they.
While Jilly is figuring that out, I will quickly talk about, hey, donations and how you can help support this game. Today, we are playing a game of Magical Kitties Save the Day called Magical Kitties and the Cat Toy of Joy. If you want to help influence and impact this game, we have several donation incentives for you today. For $5, you can reward a player an extra dice to roll when making checks. For $10, you can give an automatic success to the group that they can use when rolling. For $20, you can give a player of your choice a kitty treat. These can be used to reroll dice, avoid injuries, tap into their magical powers to be stronger, or add something to the story. Or for $40, you can throw a distraction at our kitty. These can be distractions such as toys, the perfect sunbeam to lay in. They have the sudden urge to sing the song of their people. And last but not least, this is not a donation incentive. This is an incentive to my players to annoy their game meowster. For every cat pun made in game, I will donate $1 up to like a max. Before I finish, Jilly, I hear it is fixed.
You perhaps hear correctly. Hello, I am Jilly, and I am Olakit's Jilly most places on the internet. Jilly is spelled with a G, and I understand that's confusing. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Meowl Blep today, who is named after a great icon of stage and screen. And like Meowl Blep, or like my namesake, I am hoping to maintain the lifestyle to which I, as a TikTok cat, have become accustomed. Yes, I also have a stuffed animal friend because
Perfect.
I'm a TikTok cat.
And I've got my little stuffed friend here. And the last thing that I want to mention before we get started is that for every sub point that is given each month to Valorant's channel, they will be donating $1 up to Extra Life, and this will go on all through December. So if you have an extra Twitch Prime sitting around and you would like to use it to go to a good cause, use it here, and we will be $1 more for the kids. I think that's it. Do I have any questions or did I miss anything before we get into Magical Kitties and the cat toy of joy? Okay, awesome. So the four of you are magical kitties. You are cats with magical powers that you use to protect your humans, whatever problem that may be. However, today, your humans are off doing human things, unfortunately, is not giving you pets and scritches or extra treats and food or playing with you. But it is still an important day because the four of you have gotten a request to give assistance to a renowned retired magical kitty, and they want your help. Uh, so the four of you find yourself in a very modest home. The humans of this house are gone as you are waiting for this retired magical kitty to tell you what they need help with and what they would like you to do. It is a very simple living room with a brown couch and a brown chair with an ottoman like in the middle of it between them. There is a skylight just shining brightly in the middle of the room, and it is a wonderful, beautiful summer day. So there's that just warm sunbeam right in the middle of the floor. And there's this hope chest sitting right in front of the window, which offers the best view of the road and the birds on the bird feeder. While you're waiting, please tell me who your kitty is, what they look like, and what you're doing while you're waiting. Wants to go first?
I can go first. So I'm playing Claudia, and she's an all-black cat with yellow eyes, and she's going to make a beeline to the hope chest so she can stare outside and look at all the birds and stuff going by.
Um, Meowl will wander over to the nearest, I want to find a counter or like a sideboard. And I want to find something on the sideboard. And I want to knock it off.
There isn't like a sideboard, but there is like a small bookshelf that has books on it, along with like stored like a bunch of extra like gaming dice bags.
Great, the dice bags are going.
They tumble to the floor. And what does a Meow look like?
Kind of splotchy, in like honey colors and white and dark brown. I guess calico-y-ish. I look like kind of if you mix together all of the cat colors and just splotched them on a cat. And bap.
The dice go, the bag doesn't open because it's like a drawstring with the like little clip on it. So they unfortunately do not fall out, but the bag does fall to the floor and make a really like satisfying dice rolling sound.
Bap.
Jingles is a hairless cat who has slightly curled back ears and kind of more stubby legs. And she's got a little collar on with a little bell, so she makes a little jingle noise when she walks.
And what are you doing as you wait?
And I don't know if it means we want to start doing any kind of power. Really looking for any kind of toys or anything that has a bell on it, and she might use her power to do that if possible.
Yeah, do you want to roll me a check to see if you can find a toy that makes sound or a bell?
Yeah,
Just bell or sound?
more bell.
Okay.
Anything with a bell.
Okay, so what you're going to do, we're going to have our first roll of the game. This is going to be a difficulty 3, so you're going to need at least roll 1 3 on your die. You're going to roll the number of dice equal to your cunning. And you're
Okay.
going to add an extra 2 dice because you said you're using your magical ability, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, tell us what your magic ability is. So you'll roll a total of 5 dice and you want
Yeah.
1 3.
My magical ability is detecting, so I can find any specific object or type of object within 50 feet, and kind of it's just knowing if I'm moving closer or farther away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to know what I'm looking for. All right, I will roll. I've got 2 6s and a 5 for above 3.
Yeah, so you aren't able to find like a toy with a bell, but you are able to find a bell. It's not a toy. But kind of nestled in between the cushions of the couch, it looks like someone has slipped free of their collar, which has a bell on it.
Oh.
So that is something you can play with if you would like to.
Mhm. I'm just gonna be trying to get it out of the couch so I can just bat it around.
And the rest of you do hear the sound of this bell jingling as Jingles snags it out of the couch and begins to play with it.
Right. Chaz he's a tabby cat, kind of gray and black fur, but then his kind of the bottom portion of him is white. A little bit of a gut on him. But he's just kind of lounging for a moment. He hears the noise, kind of looks around what it is too, hears the bell, but then he also sees the hope chest. Didn't quite notice Claudia go on it, but he thinks to himself, wonder if I can lift that. And he's going to use telekinesis to kind of raise it. And so that's telekinesis is my magical power. One of it is underneath it's heavy, so it can lift an object as heavy as a horse.
Yes.
And
So since telekinesis is a mind ability, I'm gonna say you need to roll cunning for this.
okay.
And so you'll roll the number of dice equal to your cunning plus 2 more dice for your magical ability. So I'm gonna say this is a little harder than a 3, but so it'll probably be a 4.
Okay. And this is kind of a big risk. Can I use my daredevil talent?
Yes, because you are going to be making a mess of someone else's
Okay.
home
Okay.
if you fail.
All right. You said a difficulty of 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Yeah. So what does this look like as you begin to hover this hope chest along with Claudia? Claudia, you finding yourself, oof.
It's uneven as it's going up too. It's almost like when movers are a little bit uneven, so it almost looks a little bit wobbly for a moment, but it lifts up kind of a little bit above the windowsill, and then for a moment he just lets it go and drops to the floor.
And Claudia, how do you take this sudden elevation?
Claudia, she's just gonna become startled, obviously, because she's being lifted up, and dig her claws into what little she can into the chest, and then leap off as it comes crashing back down onto the couch, and be like, "What the hell, man?"
All right, didn't see one there. But that was still pretty impressive.
When the hope chest crashes to the ground, Meow does like a comically large jump. Like the straight-legged like alarm. And then immediately just like rolls on her back and starts kneading invisible biscuits in the air. They're comfort biscuits.
Beautiful. As you are into doing these shenanigans and waiting, down the hall, you do eventually hear the sound of someone scratching in litter. And then just like those couple scratches on like the pan before a cat walks out of a room and begins making his way over to the sunbeam that I don't think any of y'all hopped into, right? No.
I'm
And
very busy.
he plops down and stretches before looking at you. This is a white and orange tabby. His face is mostly orange, but like there's an upside down V on his face that goes over his nose. And he's a little older. He's not super, super old, but he is definitely getting up to the senior years in geriatrics. You would all know this kitty as a well-known magical kitty by the name of Garth. And he looks at all four of you. He's like, thank you for coming today.
I was promised there would be treats.
There will be treats as a reward. But thank you for helping me with getting something that I've been hoping for a very long time. And I think the four of you are just the kitties for the job.
I'm gonna like push the collar towards them and be like, is this yours?
No, that's Louis.
Is Louise.
Louis. He's another kitty that lives here. But I kind of locked him in the room because he'll be obnoxious the entire time.
Does he need this?
No.
Okay.
He was
Work on
also
trying
bullying
to separate
S'mores.
the bell from the collar.
He was also bullying S'mores, and I don't tolerate that here.
Oh, that's very rude.
Yeah, he does not drink his respect women juice.
He doesn't need this then.
He doesn't
Look
need
at
that.
it.
Is there a reflective surface in here?
The closest reflective surface is probably the window.
I think
Yeah, go ahead.
I've moved over to the window and I've seen the cat in the window. And the cat in the window is so beautiful. And I have to touch the cat.
Have the four of you heard of the pet oasis?
Have I heard of the pet oasis?
Yeah, anyone who wants to can roll a cunning check.
Okay.
Did someone have history as a skill?
I might have maybe. That doesn't sound like that sounds too useful for me. Let me check.
It might have been our missing player.
Hmm.
I think maybe.
I wrote it down
Yeah,
somewhere.
I think it was our missing kitty who had a history. So yeah, so everyone will roll a cunning check. This will be you're looking for at least a 5.
Yep.
I got 2 5s.
I got a 3 and a 4.
I
What
got
about
a
me?
wait, is it the number of dice I'm rolling? Is that the number that I have?
So you're gonna roll the number of dice equal to your cunning number,
Gotcha.
and you're looking for at least 1 5 on one of the dice.
I got 1 6, so
Okay. So Jingles and Meow. Meow, you have heard of this. So since you only got 1 success, it is a success with a complication. You've heard of it, but you don't know any details. Jingles, on the other hand, you rolled 2 successes, so you know a little bit more. You know that the Pet Oasis is a story that older kitties have either talked about themselves or passed down stories from other like older cats that are no longer with us, and other pets in general. It's not just cats that have talked about this pet oasis where you can sit and lounge to your heart's content and have all the treats in the world and all of the toys, the best toys ever.
I think it was just like, oh yes, I've heard of that. It is. Are we going there?
Yes, I am pretty sure it exists, but I am looking for the legendary cat toy of joy, which is said to reside in the Pet Oasis.
What kind of toy is it?
It is not me thinking now, like, what colors can cats see? And
We're magic. We can see all of them.
you can see all the colors.
we can see colors that don't even exist.
Perfect. Your mantis shrimp.
The magic colors.
He pauses and he actually like sits up and stretches, and he goes over to this basket, this little wire basket with a cloth in it that's sitting next to the hook chest, and he begins digging around in it, and he pulls out an incredibly tattered and faded small toy frog. And he plops it down in the middle of the floor and he looks at all four of you. It's kind of like this, or at least a lesser version of it. It is said that the perfect cat toy is there, and it is a great toy to chase and have fun and stimulate the mind. But here, this is what it's supposed to look like. This was passed down by cats before me, and I would like to find it if it exists.
Is there a reward for finding it?
I will give as much as I can. As much as I can. Is there something specific you are looking for? Because I will begin to prepare your rewards at your eventual success.
Bells. Bells, please.
I think I can arrange that.
I'm like trying to put the bell I got off the other color onto mine. And I don't know how to do that.
What about the rest of you? I know, Meow, you said treats.
Treats, but also my mom says my meow says that I am a star. I would like a star.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd like balls, please.
He nods.
I want blanket.
You will have your pick of a blanket. There's a lot of blankets in this house. Some very fuzzy ones, some very warm ones. Okay. I don't want to send you off completely into the unknown. I do not know much more than what I have already told you. But there is a kitty that lives over at the Sunbeam who is said to know how to get in. Apparently, their grand kitty, their grandma, used to frequent there a long time ago and passed something down to him. You're looking for a gray cat, big puffy cheeks, by the name of Pebbles.
This
said-
this puffy cat named
Mm.
Pebbles.
Yes.
Are they a star? Do they have a big following?
No. Your human like uses the little rectangle in front of you all the time, right?
The rectangle is a good rectangle.
Yeah, I don't think they have a rectangle.
No
So I think
rectangle.
no. They don't
But
have
ho-
like a human like us. They're a street kitty.
But how
My
did they
humans
show
don't
the
know how to use
people?
rectangle.
What was that, Jesse?
My humans don't know how to use the rectangle. They have them. They don't know how to use it.
My
Um,
human uses the rectangle all the time.
Mine uses it for work and looking up
Ugh,
recipes.
ugh. I hate people who use the rectangle for things that are not me.
I do too, to be honest. Sometimes I
Yeah.
have to, shove it out of my mommy's hand because she's not paying
Yeah.
attention to me.
Yeah, like this.
Yep. Or just scroll for her. I like doing that too.
I like
I
the
like-
the fishies. The
I like
fishies.
taking it and hiding it, especially when my mom's mom calls. Because she would get stressed, so I had to hide it.
Have you seen the fishies? When the fishies call, I back them.
Garth looks over to the far wall opposite of the hallway, and there's a really big rectangle that all would know that has like a bunch of moving pictures on it. My human puts birds on it and other fishies.
It's a big rectangle.
But is there any questions I can try and answer for you about the pet oasis or
Have
anything?
you ever caught the birds?
No.
My mom only lets me watch the birds. If I get too close to the rectangle, she gets mad.
Can't reach the big rectangles too high up.
I try to decide. I'm a kitten. I have no impulse control, right? I want to use my magical power to try and bring the birds to me.
Which
What's your preference?
Well, okay, so I realized I picked one this morning because I was choosing between two, but somebody else already has the power that I picked. So, should I switch it?
it's up to y'all. Did
Okay, because I
are-
also have telekinesis, and I want the birds to come to me.
the birds outside or the birds in the box?
The birds in the box.
The
They're
box
clo-
isn't on.
I was gonna say, is the box on?
The
Oh,
box
the
is not
box is
on.
not. This changes everything. Never mind.
Yeah. While you're talking about birds and fish and stuff like that in the box and the rectangles, Kitty actually comes scampering down the hallway. She is this brown and white snowshoe with like bright blue eyes, and she stops and she stares at all four of you. What are you doing here? You need to go. Stay away from my Garth.
Who
Are
are
you-
you?
S'mores? Are you s'mores?
She nods.
I'm sorry that the other cat is mean to you.
Thank you. But also, speaking of the other cat, I need Garth to handle him. And you need to go because you're in our house.
Well, we have a mission, so we'll be leaving soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mom says that collaborations get more views. Just something to think about for the future.
Were you saying that too?
S'mores.
Mm. I only collaborate with Garth. Leave.
I think we need to go.
Sorry, where did you say Pebbles was again?
Garth has already gotten up and began walking over to S'mores. He is at the Sunbeam. It is a
Okay.
like house in downtown that is the roof is gone, so it just kind of shines the sun in the attic all day.
Well, I guess is that where we want to go?
Yeah, we can go.
Yeah, I guess we should leave if
We need to leave.
S'mores wants us out.
Don't want to cause any problems.
We should leave. We should leave right now.
I'll put the bell I've collected in my mouth.
And
As I'm
Chaz will
leaving.
just walk by Garth. Party on Garth, he says as he leaves.
So you have all taken a lovely tour of my living room. As you exit the magical this old magical kitty's house and out into the neighborhood. So you are all currently, excuse me, the four of you are currently in just like a regular neighborhood of River City. You all probably have a general idea of where the Sunbeam is. It is not directly nearby, so you'll either have to try and find an like a way to get there, or you're gonna have to take a quick run. How also you also need to figure out where the pet oasis is, like where that is. So how do you want to get where you need to go?
Huh?
I see the bright shiny ball in the sky, and I think that we should follow the bright shiny ball in the sky.
Is that the direction of the sunbeam?
The bright shiny ball is where the sun comes from. That's science.
Science.
We shouldn't look at
Science.
it.
Immediately, Meow will like look down at the ground and keep walking.
He's gonna. Chaz will look around and as you just says, you know, My mom always likes to say that there's trouble here in River City. And the trouble starts with C. And C is for street cats.
I would also like to say we got a donation for a distraction. So expect
Yay,
a
I know.
distraction at some point coming up.
Great. That would be completely
Perfect.
unlike what we've done so far. Um,
Did you say
um,
we kind of know where it is? We just don't know how to get there.
Yeah, like how you want to get theirs, basically.
Hmm.
You can either you have like definitely one option, which is you book it. It's
Yeah.
within booking distance. It's like a good zoomy away. Um, I think you also mentioned something about street cats, Chaz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a joke, but yeah. Always ask for directions.
you could.
And
See,
he'll look at Meow and be like, collaboration gets more results.
I love collaboration.
And I don't know if my little leg could keep up with everyone. So maybe we should just ask for the quickest way there.
okay. There absolutely are street cats. River City actually has a lot of like a large stray population. They have all been or are all in the process of being TNR'd. Please TNR your ferals and your strays in your neighborhood. Please do out of character, do that. But there are actually a lot of cats around here. I'm not gonna make y'all roll for this because there will definitely be at least a small group of cats that are nearby. There is a colony in the neighborhood led by a big chunky kitty that y'all know that goes by the name of Romeo.
I want to prance up to them and, excuse me, how many followers do you have?
Romeo is this big chunky of a cat, mostly white, with a gray tail and splotches of gray on his face. And he's currently just like laying on the grass, just snuggled and warm. And he kind of like looks up at you and he's like, "What?"
That is, I just knocked a plate over, which is very true to what Meow is as a character. How many followers do you have on your rectangles?
He turns his face away from Mew Meow and looks over at Chaz, Jingles, and Claudia. What do you all want? What is she talking about?
It's Star Kitty stuff.
Yeah.
Can you help us? We're looking for you can turn Light Oasis, Sunbeam.
Sunbeam? Yeah, that's got some best sunbeams in the city.
Do you know how to get there?
Yeah, it's and he kind of like looks up. He like just lifts his head and like looks around and he like points in that direction. It's that way a ways.
Just if we go straight.
Yeah, but it is a ways. You're gonna have to like take a workout to get there.
Oh, that's fine.
Or
Okay.
or if you don't want to walk, he looks around. The trash bus might be coming.
My mother says that we're not supposed to go near those big loud monsters.
Oh no, not that. Have you not heard of the trash bus? Okay. Trash bus is a local pet public transit system. It's not the big it's not a big monster.
Is it a small monster?
Depending how you look at it. But I would
Hmm.
think of if you're going to want to take the trash bus, you got to think of some fare to pay them to get downtown. But that's the quickest way unless you're booking it unless you're like a speed demon.
I want to try to take the trash bus.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
What can we pay with?
They like food, they like shinies, they really like food.
But my shinies are my shinies, so they can't have those.
That's fair. Keep an eye out for the crow though. The crow might steal your shinies.
Oh no. I'm small.
All right, I'm going back to my sunbeam, and he just like
Mhm.
flops and
Okay, thank
rolls
you.
over.
Thank you, Romeo. Is there any trash around? Any?
Yeah.
Like any scraps, I guess.
Yeah, y'all have to scavenge, but there are trash bins around. If anyone,
I can find some food.
Yeah.
if anyone wants to hop into the trash bins.
Yeah.
Charles will do that.
Yeah, Claudia's more than happy.
I will
She's
also do
quite
that,
the
but I
little
will be
trash princess.
What was that, Jingles?
I will also do that, and I'll be looking for food, but I'll also mostly be looking for what I want to look for.
That's fair.
So if I
absolutely.
find that, I will become distracted.
Okay. I'm assuming Meowl is not gonna rummage through trash.
Meow is not large enough to be able to reach the
Oh.
the entrance. I think if given the opportunity, Meow has been told repeatedly not to play in trash, but is also a cat. So, but I
Viva
think
la rebellion!
Play in the
exactly.
trash.
Meow is kind of like, I think, try to like peer and watch her friends kind of rummage through trash.
All right. Anyone who's gonna rummage through trash, please roll me a cunning check.
Okay.
This is gonna be a 4.
1
4 and a
success.
5.
You got a 5.
I
And-
got a 4 and a 1.
All right. So, whoever got the 5 will also find trash for Meowl as well. You are all able to find something that could be used as bus fare. So that's either that is like a half-eaten sandwich, some good old like slop on a candy wrapper, some fruit that's just like the core of a fruit that was thrown in, so on and so forth. You don't smell the best after rummaging around, but oh well.
Here, Mel, I
I
found some fare for you. Here you go.
Mhm.
I'm just like pushing kind of like a just like a mound of like cheese.
Yeah.
I think Meow sniffs it and then does a big stretch.
You want me to carry it for you, or
Yes, my paws are very delicate.
I got you.
As you are looking over your spoils, eventually you do hear the sound of a commotion coming down the street. And running down the street is a herd. Hold on. What is this called? Group of what is it called? A gaze of raccoons is coming down the street. And all but one are strapped into like harnesses and like pulling a wagon where one wheel is much smaller than the other down the street. There is and in this wagon are a couple boxes to make like a double-decker bus. And you also see a possum and a ferret. And as you are like standing there with not smelling the best, this raccoon that is driving like pulls back, and like all of the raccoons like come skidding to a stop in front of you as they are panting. And this raccoon looks down at over of you like, you need a ride on the trash bus?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
My name's Rubbish.
I'm Claudia.
All right.
That's a very appropriate
Chaz.
name.
That's very appropriate.
Payment can go to my friend Noodle over here, and he swings his head over to the ferret. Where are y'all headed?
Sunbeam, we're going to the Sunbeam.
All right. Is this a drop off, or is this just a pit stop?
What is the difference between those things?
If it's the final stop, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, pit stop. Do you know the way to the Oasis?
I hear the oasis is in the metal jungle.
What's the metal jungle?
Big scary place. We'll stop you off at the pit stop first, and I'll discuss with everyone else if we're okay to go to the metal jungle while you're doing your business.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair
It
enough.
was nice making an arrangement with you, and Meow will hold out her paw.
Rubbish just
You-
stares at it.
Got to shake it.
He'll lean his little snout ahead and just like gently take it in his mouth and like a gentle nibble.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Okay, let's go.
give your bus fare to Noodle.
Mhm.
We'll
Okay.
plop the cheese into his hand
Mhm.
and then like some candy wrappers.
Are you all sitting on the base, the first floor or the second floor of the trash bus?
Thought he was gonna make a beeline to the second floor.
Yeah.
She needs to be able to see everything.
Yeah, second floor.
All right. When you are all hopped in this just little red cart with a wobbly wheel, the possum introduces myself. I am Hamlet. Everybody please keep your tails and paws and ears inside the trash bus at all times. We are not responsible for any injuries you get for not listening to me.
That's what my mom says too.
Your mom is very smart. Okay. And then he does a little like chitter, and then Rubbish does a chitter, and y'all are off. And it is a incredibly bumpy ride, but a fast one. All right. Anything you want to talk about while you are having this incredibly bumpy ride?
I think that Meow is just doing the thing that kids do when they're riding like something bumpy, where she's just going, whoa, whoa.
What other stuff do you guys think is at the Oasis? What do you think we'll find?
Other
I hear
cats.
there's wet kitty food.
Ooh. That'd be
I'm
nice.
not allowed the wet kitty food because last time my mom gave me the wet kitty food, I decided to paint with it.
Mhm.
Artistic expressions should be encouraged.
That's what I said. I'm an artist.
It helps if you get really bored. My humans get really bored sometimes, so sometimes they paint.
Yeah.
Their little humans don't come to visit anymore, so they paint for the little humans.
Maybe the little humans are making art and that's why they're not there anymore. Maybe they've gone to make art in the
They made
metal
more little humans.
jungle. More little humans. That's too many humans.
It's a lot. And for how many there are, they don't come to visit very often. You'd think one of them would stop by. It makes
So
my humans
many.
happy.
When there's too many humans, it gets crowded and then I'm not allowed to jump on the furniture.
I hate when mommy has people over.
Do you sing? Do you sing to them?
I do not.
You
Me
should
and my
try
sister
singing.
hide underneath the furniture
You
and
should
wait for them
try
to leave.
singing to them. They love that. Just sing it right in their faces. Right in their faces. Like this. And then Meow gets like super close and just goes.
Claudia's just gonna gently smack her.
Noodle and Hamlet do put their paws over their ears as you do that, Meow. The raccoons have no choice but to hear your song.
I'm gonna sing a song for you now that is my mom's favorite. It is called Cat Scratch Fever.
Oh, look at that. We have arrived at the Sunbeam, says Rubbish as the trash bus does pull to a stop. And you are stopped in front of this old house that looks like it like burned down at some point. But there is like there's like no roof and there's like sun going into it and stuff.
Can we hear anyone inside already? I do have my talent is sense of hearing.
If you want to roll a cunning plus an extra die for that, you can. So total of 3. This will be a 4. A success of 4.
I need a 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got 2 5s, a 4, and a 6.
You can't make out any words, but you do hear conversation.
There's people inside already.
Non-human people.
Oh,
There's animals inside already.
okay. Chaz will immediately start going toward the building.
However, I think this is a great time to implement our first distraction. So if anyone wants to donate more distractions for our kitties so they get off course, please do so. Hit exclamation point extra life or rewards. I don't remember which one has the donation link, but do that and donate and you can give more distractions. But as you're beginning to, all the 4 of you are beginning to approach the sunbeam. Also the raccoons have stopped. They're going to wait for you until you get back and they're talking amongst themselves. You see a bunch of flitting, colorful butterflies that are just aching to be played with.
Yep, running over.
Claudia
Jumping
is
as
going to
much as
lose
my little
all
legs
sense of
can.
control.
Yes, tell us
Gonna
about
walk
all
over.
this distraction, everybody.
Dingle's just doing like little hops. Just like
Claudia's eyes are going to go wide and just take off and try and catch the butterflies.
Chaz will
Chaz
try to
meow.
talk to them. Occasionally
Chirping. You're chirping.
chirping, trilling, and like trying to lift himself.
I'm going to sing the song of my people as I chase after the butterflies, which is, of course, meow 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 meow.
Anyone who's actually trying to chase them and like catch one, please roll me a strength. This is a physical
Oh,
roll.
I'm not good at that.
same.
It's fine.
What do we need? Are we aiming for something?
This is just going to be average. So this is going to be another 4.
I I got a 1, which feels on brand.
I got a 5. I'm really great. This has to end at some point.
I got a 3.
So the only successful one is Jingles.
I like catch one in my mouth and then realize I don't want it in my mouth, and I'm like, bleh.
Nope. And Chaz, you're just chirping. Perfect. Eventually the butterflies either are chased off or hunted. And that distraction has flown away. But the sunbeam is here. Is before you.
Oh yeah, do something.
Oh yeah, let's go, team. Make our way in.
So this house is unoccupied by humans. There are a lot of fallen support beams and everything like that, but the stairs are mostly intact. So if you wanted to, you can get up to the 2nd floor. And it looks like this is the type of house that actually had stairs into an attic. So you don't have to worry about climbing up a trap door or anything. Are you going up quietly? Are you just kind of like going in? You sneaking? What are you doing?
Jingles will try to be quiet a little bit, but that's hard. Jingles has a bell.
Yeah. What about everyone else?
Yeah.
And Chaz will try to be quiet.
Okay. Meow
Yeah,
and Claudia.
Claudia will be quiet too.
If kind of hearing Jingle's spell, Chaz will use telekinesis to try to like lift it / keep it kind of suspended so it doesn't move around. But
All right. Just as a reminder, you can only use your magical powers once per scene.
oh, okay.
So if you use that, you cannot use it until after the scene is over.
Yeah, you can all wait on that.
Meowl has been taught this. This is a trick that Meowl does. So she does like the flatten to the ground and like
Mhm.
the ears go back and just like is so quiet.
Okay. So everybody is needs to roll a I will say it can be cunning or strength because that can fall in, I feel like, under both of those categories. Everyone needs to roll at least a 4 except for Jingles, who has a bell, which the difficulty will be 5.
Okay.
I think that's more than fair.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 4 and a 6, so I am the quietest bean.
Got
I
one
have-
5.
1 and a 3.
2 6s and a 4.
So everyone has succeeded except for Claudia. If it's okay, if I may describe this
Yeah,
as
go for it.
okay. So inside the attic, as you all begin to creep up the stairs, there are some like old boxes. Old, like at some point, it looks like either the folks that just frequent here got someone to bring up like boxes or other things to like sit on. So you can actually like creep around a little bit and hide. However, Claudia, as you're trying to sneak in and not be noticed, you unfortunately do knock one of these boxes over and it just like clatters everywhere. So while the rest of your companions are sneaking around, you are not. And as this stuff clatters to the ground, maybe like half a dozen like stray cats all sit up and perk their heads over and are all staring at you.
Just gonna blink and be like, "Hi, I heard that there's the best sunbeam here."
There is a very tiny, long-haired black and white kitty that looks at you. Well, you came to the right place, but this is our place. So you can't stay here. You need to go. This is our sunbeams.
Is Pebbles here?
As you say that, this little tiny long-haired cat like jumps because the rest of you were hiding. Who said that?
Oh. Sorry. Hi. Greetings. Didn't mean to scare you. So sorry. We're looking for Pebbles and then we can get out of your hair.
Pebbles is doing some. Pebbles is occupied.
So should we wait for them to be not occupied?
We can't wait for long because we have
That's true. We have
people
a
waiting
ride.
outside for us.
And that the kitty jumps again because you were also hiding. Is there anyone else here? You can't just keep giving me a heart attack. You're being very mean and very rude, aside
not
from
trying to be-
trespassing.
We're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to find pebbles. We were told, just say, Gar said she'd be here.
Hello.
This time she like jumps up, and then now all of like the fur is like standing up on end. It's like,
That's it. That's all of us. That's everyone.
We are here to collab.
With Pebbles.
With Pebbles.
Chaz, I think you did the most trying to convince. If you want to roll me a cute check to try and convince this cat who's honestly the most protective. Everyone else is just kind of lounging and just like looking over at her and be like, girl, what are you doing?
Being extra.
Okay. What's the user?
I'm gonna say this is difficulty 4.
I didn't. You got a 2 to 3.
You don't go. She begins to like creep towards you. I'm gonna make you go.
He'll kind of lounge for a moment, exposing his stomach a little bit. That little guy's like, you can certainly try, but we're not leaving until we see Pebbles.
And then all of a sudden, the four of you hear, like on the very, very far side of the sunbeam roof, like behind like another pile of like wood and boxes, like you hear cheering. Like, go,
Cheering?
go, 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 go.
This is where I'm supposed to be. These are the noises I need. Let's go there.
What are you doing? Are you just going?
I'm just going.
Okay. If anyone, whoever is moving, just roll me a quick strength check, and it's going to be a difficulty 3.
Oh, wait. That's only one die. Hang on. That's a solid 2.
Oh.
Is anyone else yeeting?
I will yeet for 3.
Okay. Jingles, Chaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's not
Just
gonna
make a
go
break
well.
for it. Literally, this is the only cat who seems to be a pain in the ass.
That's true.
No one else cares.
Well, so actually, I will use my talent and I will use it to shove. He'll say, "How about I make you move?" And then he'll use it to move her,
Oh
kind of as a
no.
way to as intimidation.
Jingle, what'd you get?
I got a 4.
And what'd you get, Chaz?
Let me hold on real quick. I got 3 5s and a 6.
Okay, so Meowl, you were originally going to take an owie, but because Chaz is a BAMF and has essentially just shoved this other kitty to the ground, you don't take any owies, but your cat fur on the on your tail is incredibly messed up now. Like she definitely grabbed some fur from the tuft of your tail as you tried to run past, unfortunately. Oop. You okay, Jilly?
Yes.
Okay. Cool beans.
Sorry, my audio keeps skipping, so I heard a void for a moment.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It's okay. I'm fixed. Sorry, what did you say?
I was saying that you were going to take an owie, but Chaz basically body checked this cat.
My hero!
So you don't get an owie, but some of her claws do snag on the fur of your tail and like pull some of the tail fur off and messes it up because you failed.
That is so rude. Chaz, thank you for saving me from this hater.
Meow.
The four of you run past this cat, who, by the way, is named Gizmo and is my friend's cat. And run past and around these boxes and woods, you see a small like crowd of cats around 2 other cats, which seem to be drinking like some kind of water that smells really, really good. Like if any of you have had catnip before.
I have had catnip.
Yeah.
The nip.
And they're both like slurping it down, like having some kind of contest. One of which is a big puffy treaked gray cat, which is what the description of Pebbles that you were told.
Pebbles.
Pebbles, 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 pebbles.
Are you Pebbles?
He gives you a side eye as he's like lapping up his catnip tea. He wins. He finishes first, and once he's done, he knocks the bowl off the side of the table, and he's like, "Winner, winner!"
I bat my my paws together.
And then he like plops down, and he's like, "All right, all of you who bet on the loser owe me treats. Put them in the corner." And a bunch of the crowd begins to put some treats in the corner as the loser begins to clean up. Then Pebbles sits down, eyes getting really big, looks at you.
That was very impressive.
Who
So
are
good.
you? Who are
I'm
you?
Claudia.
Uh-huh.
We were sent by another kitty named Garth to go on a mission for a fancy toy of joy.
What does
At
it
the
Said
pet
you
have to do
just
with me?
said you could help.
At the pet oasis. He said you
Feel
could.
And if I could help you, why should I?
That they'd be
Cause
real cool and nice.
that, and
Uh-huh.
also I will give you a meow out on my channel.
I don't know what that means.
That means I meow your name to my followers and I tell them to follow you because you are a cool cat.
I have enough followers that he just like waves a paw at everyone else. Listen, I'm sure you have a really, really, really cool goal, but I don't think I can help you.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Is there something you want from the Oasis? We could bring it back for you.
You're assuming that the Oasis exists. It's a myth.
But it'd be really cool if it existed. And I mean, if we don't find it, then we wasted our time. And then it doesn't matter if you helped us or not.
Gas is eyeing the tea. He goes,
The
how
tea
about...
is gone. It's just like
Oh.
little dregs in the cup still.
Eyeing the balls.
Yeah. It was a contest to see who can down it first.
Right.
Have you ever seen the memes of the economics cat? It's like a cat in a suit. And the cat says that without risk, there is no meow ward.
He turns his big fluffy face to the three of you. What is she talking about? What gibberish is coming out of her meowth?
We just kind of let it happen.
I think we're all trying to come up with ways to see if you can help us. But my mom owns a bakery. And what if I got you some treats in exchange for helping us?
Someone make me a cute convincing check. I think the
Who's the cutest?
the bribes from Chaz is like the most logical. Meow, you make no fucking sense.
But I'm really cute. I
But
am so cute.
the reward means nothing because it's all gibberish.
But I have read the memes. I didn't understand the memes, but I read them.
You've totally read the memes.
I didn't say I was entirely literate. But I am so cute. You would not believe.
I will say you can your persuasion means nothing to him, but you can do kitty eyes in the background and give Chaz an extra dice.
Kitty.
You're aiming for a 5.
That's good. I got 2 5s and a 6.
All right. He stares at you, really, really, really thinking this over. And like he's like fluffy, and his like one of his paws like kind of like rubs at his chest a little bit, where you can all just barely see like something around his neck, but it's like covered by fur. I won't lie. Seeing if it exists and seeing if what my grandma said is true. Okay. Fine. And then I will help you. And then he weaves his paw underneath his fur and like lifts like something, like it's not a collar, it looks like some kind of necklace around his neck, and hanging from it is this old rusty metal looking thing. I think you all would recognize a key, but
Mm.
it's like definitely older looking. It's not new compared to like what all of your humans have.
They make the jingle sounds. They make the sounds. Jingles, jingles. They make the sound. The
Jingles?
sound.
Wait, what? Hi, what?
The keys. They make the
Good
sound.
noise? Do it again.
Yes.
No, this doesn't jingle. But my
Oh.
grandma said that this is the key to the pet oasis.
Oh. We borrow it.
No, I'm coming with you.
Oh. Oh, that's also good.
I want to see for myself if it exists. So I will help.
The more the merrier. Let's go.
Do you all know where it is?
Oh no, we were also kind of hoping you would know that too.
Well, we do have a ride downstairs that says that they kind of know where it
Yeah.
is.
Maybe.
General vicinity.
The metal jungle where dreams are made of.
The metal jungle is where it is assumed to be. In the depths of the metal jungle. I think the humans call it, what did they call it? River City Mall?
Oh. What's a mall?
I don't know.
It's a place where a lot of people go. You know, they buy. My mom buys a lot of her clothes from there, and sometimes she gets me toys.
But apparently the metal jungle is there's a lot of dangers there. I also hear it's the territory of some of the squirrel conspiracy.
Oh,
Hmm.
squirrels.
Squirrels.
Squirrel conspiracy. You know how you always feel like when the squirrels are looking at you, they're just like watching you all the time. They talk.
I stare at them and then I bap, 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 bap. And sometimes I look at them through the window and then they fall out of their tree.
I bet you that they're marking that down.
So
But-
they're like always watching us and keeping track.
Yes,
Oh. Don't like that.
I don't like it either. But we gotta be careful. I hear there's a lot of not so nice folks over there. Okay, let's go.
We can do it.
Oh, and then like he looks out the window, or like where the roof is, and looks down. Oh, you took the trash bus?
Yeah.
I love those guys. And he will.
One of them is a noodle.
Very wiggly.
You get it.
And he'll start making his way down the stairs and out towards the trash bus.
Do we pass Gizmo as we walk by?
Yes, she does not look fucking happy.
Oh yeah, he just smirks. He just smirks and
She hisses at you and
Thanks
like
for the help.
she hisses at you and like tries to bat at your tail as you pass by.
Claudia is going to do whatever the equivalent of sticking out her tongue is for a cat.
I thought you were gonna say Claudia's gonna do the equivalent of whatever sticking your middle finger is out as a cat.
That too. Either or works.
Okay, so the four of you make your way down to the curb or begin making your way down towards where the trash bus is. And it looks like that Pebbles is accustomed to taking the trash bus, because he does like curb off a little bit and comes back with an unopened candy bar. in his mouth, and like he will head up to the rubbish, plop it down in the driver's seat, and they both give like a knowing nod to each other, and he'll hop in and settle himself down on the bottom, looking at the four of you expectantly. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right. And the trash bus continues on, clattering along, making a very loud disturbance. As the four, it also sounds like Pebbles is talking to Rubbish, kind of like directing him towards the metal jungle. While y'all are chugging along, can everyone please make me like a cunning check? Jingles, I'll say you can use your hearing skill. So this is going to be like the equivalent of a perception check. So if anyone has any applicable skills, you are more than welcome to add them.
What are we going for?
Okay, this is going to be pretty hard. So this is going to be a 5.
I got a
Okay.
6 and a 3.
I got a 5.
I got 1 5.
I got 1 5.
Who had 2 successes? Was that Claudia?
Well, I had a 6 and a 3.
Oh, okay. Did anyone have more than 2 anyone have 2 successes, or is all 1 success? Okay. So basically what happens as the 5 of you are chugging along, you all hear something, but you kind of hear it a little too late. You hear the sound of, it is more junk. The sound of more junk just kind of whirligigging in the air. More chaotic version of the trash bus. Let's go like that. And when you are trying to find and look around to what is making this sound, you realize that above you is a flying contraption made out of more trash. It is it's like a kiddie pool, first of all. And there seem to be bottle rockets strapped to the side. And there is a raccoon piloting it. And it is above you. And all of a sudden, several raccoons jump off of this flying contraption and into your trash bus. And this is where we're going to go into like a combat initiative type thing. There is no initiative rolls. It's all very, very narrative heavy. But y'all have been ambushed on the way to the metal jungle.
Oh no.
There are a total of 4 hyper intelligent raccoons compared to our normal raccoons that are driving and pulling the trash bus. There is one that is flying the contraption, and 3 slightly bigger ones that have kind of just like put the trash bus into an off balance. And it's a lot more crowded now. The consequence of this is that you don't get to go first, since no one had 2 successes. This is going to be a surprise. The 3 raccoons that jumped into the trash bus begin to try and grab Pebbles.
Oh no.
So one of them has grabbed Pebbles. Like, Pebbles is not a small cat, but these
No.
raccoons seem a little bigger than your trash bus buddies. So what do y'all want to do?
I want to grab something nearby. I think it's the first thing that Meowl sees. And I want to try and use my magical power to drop it on one of the raccoons' heads so they let go of Pebbles.
So you are going to roll a cunning check to aim, and 2 extra dice for your magical kitty ability.
Okay.
I'm just double checking how much you can lift. I think it's like a small object, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm not going for big. It's more like a shock to get them to drop the
Yeah,
cat.
Okay. Oh, I actually have a stat block for these guys.
Mhm.
So these are going to be a difficulty 5.
So I rolled 3 6s and a 3.
Holy cow. Um,
I don't know my own strength.
that is terrifying. So please tell me what happens and what did you ended up throwing as well?
Is it like, I think it's like a half-eaten apple that's on the trash bus, right? Like mostly core, but it's just enough to like bap someone on the head with. And I think that it comes with like an outraged meow of just like a meow. And
Are
it
you
just,
trying to cause damage?
I think I more want to cause like surprise and give Pebbles an opportunity to get away, if that is like a thing.
Okay.
If it needs damage, then yes. But like I mostly want to just free the cat that doesn't like me all that much.
Since you got 3 successes, I will also give an option as a bonus for uh this will be your choice, Meow. A fellow kitty gains an extra die in their next dice pool, or you or a fellow kitty shrug off 1 owie you've suffered. Which I don't
Uh
think anyone has taken an owie yet. So
okay. No, I'm gonna give an extra die to Jingles.
Thanks. I
Okay.
don't have good fighting abilities.
It's
So-
my gift to you.
So this apple core hits this raccoon and they do let go of Pebbles a little bit.
I'll maybe take the opportunity of them being a little distracted by it and try to like swipe at them to maybe just push them off.
There are 3 of them, so I can say you can do it to one of them. You can
Yeah.
try to do.
The one
So
that got hit with that.
so this will be a fierce check, difficulty 4 of trying to physically push them off.
And I can add that extra die, right?
If you would like to, yes.
Yeah. The difficulty of 4.
Difficulty 4.
6. Just 1.
So there's 1 success. I will say that I'll tell you what the complication is after you describe how this looks.
Jingles will maybe turn around and try to kick with one of their back legs just to get more like force to actually push. So also not fully looking at what they're doing, but just trying to
Right.
connect.
So you do a bunny kick back and hit this raccoon square in the chest. Since you are not looking, you do not see the consequences of this, but anyone else who is looking, so Chaz, Meowl, and Claudia, you see this raccoon, their little 5 opposable thumbs. Remember, raccoons have the opposable thumbs. Their hand wraps around the necklace around Pebbles' neck and takes it with him as the cart keeps going.
Oh no.
So, Chaz and Claudia, is there anything else you would like to do? Because there are 2 more raccoons in the trash bus with you, and like as you kick them off, Jingles, their heads just kind of like turn as they watch their friend just being left behind.
I'm gonna. Does this count as a new scene?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We'll use telekinesis. And one of them is multiple objects. You can lift as many things as you can see at one time. There's 2 raccoons. Would I be able to get both of them, or could I potentially shove one into the other? to not throw
So
them off?
if you want to use one of your higher level abilities, you need to use a kitty trait.
Okay.
So everyone starts off with 2 kitty treats, or if people want to donate kitty treats so they can use more of their higher level abilities during the game, you can do exclamation point extra life and donate and give some extra kitty treats to our cats to do cool magical shit. So everyone starts off with 2 2 kitty treats default, which one of the options you can use is use one to use a higher level ability.
Okay.
So if you want to use both, if you want to lift both of them, you could, but you have to use a kitty treat.
That's fine. I used one before, so I'll use my last one.
What'd you use the other one for?
Would it count lifting the hope chest in the very beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just send them flying.
So this is going to be a cunning check again. This is going to be a difficulty of 5.
Okay.
Just looking up your telekinesis.
Sure.
But yeah, roll and let me know what you get.
Sure. Did I use my talent as Daredevil too, since this is pretty risky?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, not bad. I got 2 5s and 2 6s.
So yeah, what does it look like as you lift when you lift these 2 raccoons? Hyper
Um,
intelligent raccoons.
He basically gets in front of them and kind of lowers his head as if he's ready to make a swipe or a jump as well, and then he just twitches his nose, kind of bewitched style, and they go flying out the bus. And he's like, "Tell your friends I said hi."
These 2 raccoons are pushed out of the bus, and they are just tumbling as your trash bus keeps going. The flying contraption with that one last hyper intelligent raccoon is above you, but once she sees that her compatriots are no longer on the trash bus, she like pulls back and like goes to collect them as you keep going forward.
They got the key.
Yeah, basically you and Pebbles say that at the same exact time. They have the key.
Turn around.
So Rubbish does like kind of pull on the reins, and like you all eventually come to a screeching halt. The trash bus hits the raccoons. And they're kind of like in a heap, but y'all have stopped. By the time you look back, you do not see the flying contraption or any of the other raccoons.
Oh, no.
Crud! They
Can
have
I
my grandmother's key.
Can I use my detecting to just kind of clock what direction they went in at least? Because I can lock onto the key.
You'll have to use a kitty treat because I think it'll be out of 50 feet.
Yeah, sorry.
By the time. So if you want to do that, you can.
Okay. I'll use a kitty treat. What would I be rolling? Do it.
Cunning with an extra 2 dice for your ability.
Okay. Cool. And what am I trying to hit?
5.
We got 2 5s.
They're heading in the same direction that you are all heading in.
Okay.
Claudia, what have you been doing during this whole commotion?
But I guess I've been watching everybody since
since combat initiative is unkind for you to do anything.
Yeah, everybody
happened
took
so
care
fast.
of
It happened so
Claudia's
fast.
just started sitting there like, oh well, I guess that's that then.
Maybe we'll just meet them there and we can try to get the key back if we're going the same way.
Yeah. Pebbles is just like really like freaking out a little bit. He's like, shit, they took it. Why did they take it? Who are they? Damn it.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to get it back.
Yeah, because
But-
we really need it too, so we'll try our best.
That was an heirloom.
That was what?
An heirloom.
Oh,
A heirloom.
Do you donate for your own puns?
I am going to donate for my
Okay.
own puns. And like Pebbles just like sits his ass on the ground and is just like, but
It's okay. Do you want here and the bell that I stole from the house will be like, you can hold on to this for now until we get the key back, just as a little comfort.
he kind of dejectedly hits it.
I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go. We should go fast. And we can meet them there.
What
I
what
th-
have you go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
Meow just leans in to Pebbles and says, "Don't worry. We won't let the haters win."
I'm sorry, I can't get over this. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making notes. So you're continuing forward to the metal jungle, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. After a quick catching their breath, Rubbish encourages his friends to continue on towards the metal jungle. And as you get closer, you begin to enter a more rundown part of town. And eventually you arrive at a really, really large building, which like one side wall is down, but it looks very empty. There are no lights on. Chaz, you mentioned that you know what a mall is. This looks like a mall, but not the one you've been to before. It looks like this one is very old. Looks like people haven't been using it for a while. Smells dusty to all of you.
Well, there's not as many people here as you said there would be.
Mm.
The
Um,
humans don't seem to take very good care of this place at all.
Mm-mm.
oh,
Do we
Um,
see any sign of the other raccoons being here?
everybody roll me a cunning check for perception again.
Okay. Can I add my sense of hearing? Okay.
I got a 3 and a 6.
What were we trying to hit?
This will be a 3. It's not going to be very hard.
Okay. I've got a 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah,
I got a 2 and a 3.
Okay. What'd you get, Chaz?
5 and 6.
All right. Where are you looking first? Because there is like two sliding doors which have been like broken into a half open position. I will say before you finalize where you're looking, you do hear the sounds of the commotion of a lot of creatures.
That might be the squirrels.
Yeah.
Maybe if they landed their flying thing anywhere. The raccoons flying
You do see it
Okay.
far off to the left, but it's empty.
empty.
And if you are looking anywhere inside of the metal jungle, the mall, you see a lot, a lot of mice. Like a lot. I'm not talking like 5 or 6 that you can handle. I'm talking like dozens.
Like the urge is to go to chase them, then it's like that's too many.
Word mention.
So Meow has only seen toy mice. I don't think Meow has ever seen a real mouse. So these are all toy mice.
And this is the best day ever.
This is the best day. And Meow is gonna go catch the mice.
All right.
It's like, meow, no wait.
Never come back.
Does anyone Meow begins to like run forward? Does anyone else do anything or what are you doing?
I really yell after her, like, "Oh no, wait, be careful."
Those are not real. Those are not fake mice. Those are
Those-
real mice.
It
Have
may
you
bite
ever
you.
eat? Have
No,
you
have
ever
you
caught one before?
I catch them all the time. My mom shakes the string and I catch
Yep.
the mice.
No.
And I
They're
go,
not.
"Nyah,
That's
nyah,
not the
nyah, nyah,
same
nyah,
kind
nyah,
of
nyah."
mice.
They might
They
bite
will
you.
bite back.
Mhm.
Bitey mice. They're bitey.
Mhm.
Yes. They'll ruin
That's-
your fur.
But
Just
I'm
like
but I bite. I bite mice.
These ones will bite back, and they have a
Just-
lot of friends.
That's
just
bad.
like Gizmo did to your tail. Same thing.
Right.
That's
but
a
more
bad
pain.
toy design.
It's because it's
Everybody
not a
roll
toy.
me. Everybody roll me like a stealth, like fierce check, please.
We were
Because
just
you are
yelling.
being very loud.
I'm gonna roll this one.
I got a 2.
I got 4.
One.
So Chaz, technically you succeeded, but I think the consequence is since everyone else failed, you're only able to hide for a second, and you are going to be caught up in this kerfuffle. So everyone else is heard, and as you're like kind of arguing in front of the door or near enough anyway, it takes you a second, but you all realize that all of the mice are staring at you. And they're like, it's the dirty cats. Get them. And then like one very much larger mouse, not rat size, but just a large mouse turns and looks over something out of view that you can't see. Recycling, compost, 5-finger discount. Go get them. And then the sound of many pitter-pattering feet as mice and 3 very large hyper-intelligent raccoons begin to run after you.
Oh
This
no.
is not how this is supposed to work.
You recognize the 3 raccoons that jumped into the trash bus.
The ones that stole our key.
The one who stole the key. They don't seem to have it. By the
Don't
way,
have it.
this is recycling, compost, and 5-finger discount.
Okay. 5-finger discount is my favorite name so far.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that when I came up this morning. So what are y'all doing? Starting with Claudia, because Claudia had the bad luck last time. In the end of queue.
Well, okay. So I took Shadow Force.
Yeah.
Can I use one of my kitty traits so I can use my shadow to push at least some of the mice back?
Yes.
Or the raccoons or whatever. Okey-dokey.
Yeah. Are you focusing on the raccoons or the mice?
Yeah, probably the raccoons because they're bigger.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just looking at your thing for shadow form. So you're using shadow force. Your shadow form and any other shadows you can control, interact with shadows of things or creatures as if they had physical form. Okay, that's really, really cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. So tell me what you do. You're gonna roll a I'll say this is a cunning check since it's like kind of like a mental ability. So this will be a difficulty 5. Yeah, so roll. Tell me what happens.
Okie dokie. I got a 3, 6, 2, and a 1. So, and I needed a 5, right? So I got a partial success.
You have a partial success. So what does
Okay.
this look like as you begin to you are able to push back the raccoons?
Okay. So Claudia will sort of fade into her own shadow and then use her fancy shadow powers to push the raccoons back and then try to sort of come back out of the shadows and then sort of try and take a step in front of Meow to make sure that nobody eats the little kitten.
Poor baby. So you were able to push back the raccoons. However, because of this, and since it's a complication, I'm gonna say you put yourself into a sticky situation. You are surrounded by mice now.
Her favorite thing.
What about everybody else?
Well, I have just learned that mice are real, so that's startling for me. I am baby. I am going to I don't see the key, right?
No, you do not.
I want Okay, is there is there a liquid nearby that I can knock over
Not really.
with my mind?
Not really. This is a dilapidated area.
I have a very particular set of skills. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what's in my heart. I'm gonna meow for help. Um, and I'm going to try and bat a mouse. Because I am a fierce kitty that wants mom.
So you're going to yell for help. That's going to be your main action.
Can I bap and also yell?
Choose one. You can
I
only
will bap.
You will bap. Okay. Yeah, you can only really do one action a turn because if I let you do both, it would have to make 2 rolls. So
No,
that's not fair.
what I wanted to do was knock over a liquid to make it slippery, but there's no liquid, so I must bap.
Okay. Roll to bap.
This is gotta be fierce, right?
This is absolutely fierce. You're rolling. You need to roll a 3.
I rolled a 1, so this is going well for me.
They bite you. You take an owie.
Ow! I'm not built for this.
No. Chaz and Jingles.
Chaz is going to. He's going to use telekinesis to shove one of them into the rat. So like.
It's not a rat. There is just one bigger mouse.
One bigger mouse. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he's going to knock two. Are the raccoons close together, or is it just the mouse that we're facing?
I'm assuming Claudia kind of just shoved them all at the same time, so they're close together.
Okay. And he'll use telekinesis to like knock the big mouse off his feet, like
Okay.
intimidation.
Roll a cunning check, please. You're gonna wait for a cunning check with your powers. It's gonna be difficulty 3.
Oh no! I only got 1 success.
They are bopped over, but like Claudia, there's a bunch of mice, so you are surrounded. You're also going to be in a sticky situation. And last but not least, before we go to break, Jingles.
Jingles is gonna try to hiss at just like the general mice population and try to intimidate, because I don't know if this will go over, but Jingles is a hairless cat, so maybe some of them might think that's just a really big mouse. Maybe we should listen to that one. It's telling us to go away.
You are going to roll a cute check, difficulty
Okay.
3. Jeez, this is so
1-3.
I will say they all pause, like unsure what they're going to do, but it's only going to be a quick respite. You don't know what's going to happen next. They haven't completely backed down, but they have stopped for the meantime. And before we resolve this, we are going to take a break, everybody. We are going to be back in about 15 minutes. So please stand up, stretch, hydrate, pet your pets, and donate if you are able to. At least one of our characters has no more kitty treats. So we will be back in 15 minutes. Bye.
Ah.
Oh. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are back from break for day 2, game 4 of the Extra Life weekend extravaganza. As a reminder, this is a charity game. We are raising money for Extra Life and for children's hospitals. So if you would like to raise money for a really good cause and help our kitties get the cat toy of joy, which they have been tasked to go find, you can put exclamation point rewards for our incentives and exclamation point extra life for our donation link. As a reminder, our rewards for this game are $5 reward a player in extra dice to roll when making checks. For $10, an automatic success is given to the group pool that they can use when rolling. For $20, you can give one of our kitties a kitty treat. This allows them to re-roll dice, avoid injuries, use more of their magic powers, or add something to the story. And last but not least, for $40, you can throw a distraction at our kitties, like singing the song of their people, or they want to lay in that perfect sunbeam over there. And if you have a Twitch Prime sub sitting around, Val will be donating $1 per sub point all through the end of the year. So if you got one sitting around, maybe throw it our way and raise some money for a really, really good cause. And a reminder for my players, every unique cat pun will get me to donate $1 to the charity. We are actually, I think only, unless I missed any, I only have 9. Did I miss any?
We'll try harder.
Do
Maybe.
do my names count?
I already got your name.
But it's 2 names. It's Meow Blep.
I only counted it as 1 name.
Okay, I can come up with more names.
Okay, cool beans. Anyway, we last left off with our kitties at the metal jungle, and a couple of them are surrounded by mice. They have also encountered 3 big hyper intelligent raccoons, and Jingle has just intimidated them and they have stopped. They haven't pulled away yet, but they've stopped. You all have a second to figure out what you're going to do. What are y'all up to? What are you doing? Surrounded by these mice, the raccoons are just kind of like in a pile.
I didn't think this far.
Okay, so
Yes, more.
I know how to intimidate these creatures.
Confuse, maybe. I don't know about intimidate.
Yeah. You got like a split second before they keep going. What are y'all doing?
Yes, and Chaz is gonna hiss to follow Jingle's lead.
Okay. So you are also going to roll an intimidation check. So you're going to roll cute. The difficulty is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, the difficulty is 3.
All right. How many times can we use our talents?
I don't think there is a limit on talents, but this will
Okay.
not, your talent will not count towards this.
So Daredevil wouldn't be. So.
No.
Okay. 2 6s.
Yes. They begin to slowly back up, even though the one big mouse is chittering at them to be like, no, we banded together to take down the kitties. What are you doing? Don't run away. Don't back up. Meow and Claudia, what are you doing?
I want to add to this by following what my human does with me when we watch old movies. I'm gonna go up on my back feet and I'm going to follow my idols, Fred Cat Hair and Ginger Cat Rogers. And I'm going to like sway back and forth and I say meow, 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 meow. I'm dancing. It's a dance of intimidation.
You roll while Meow is rolling. What are you doing, Claudia?
I'm gonna turn to the head rat or the head mouse, I guess, and be like, well, your three raccoons over there are kind of knocked out right now, so we got our claws.
Okay, so this is also sounding like an intimidation check. So everyone's rolling intimidation checks. Cool beats. Difficulty is 3 for
We're
everyone.
so intimidating.
What should I be rolling? Intimidation? Cute. Oh, good. I'm great at that. Okay, I got 2 4s and a 3.
And Claudia. What you got?
6, 3, and a 1.
Yes. So, as a group, what does this look like? Is all of the kitties, not the kitties, all of the mice, including the head mouse, who's only, but they're only running away because everyone else is running away, not because they look scared. As what does this look like as you intimidate all these mice to run?
My back's gonna arch, and the teeny tiny bit of, because I have short hair that I have is gonna come up, and I'm gonna put my ears back, and I'm gonna like hiss and try and look scary.
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you don't mess with us.
All of the mice begin to scamper away. The raccoons glare at you, Claudia, because you're the one who like messed them up with your shadow form ability, and they do begin to also back up and retreat, eventually leaving the 4 of you alone.
We should probably follow the raccoons because I'm assuming the 4th one is somewhere and has the key.
I forgot Pebbles is here.
Yeah.
Pebbles was helping you intimidate.
Yeah.
Pebbles is
just
not a
like
magical
seeing
kitty.
what the vibes are.
Yeah. Magical Pebbles is not a magical kitty, by the way.
Got it.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, but what do we do? Where do we find the key?
Are we able to follow the raccoons?
You
they,
can
like, gone?
try.
Try?
Yes, absolutely. But
I
they are running.
heard you are a cat detective, Jingles.
Can certainly try. I don't know if I can, if they're too far away, if they don't really have anything. I can't really use detecting.
Technically, they still have the key, don't they?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess if it's within 50 feet, I can try to lock onto it.
I always forget how much is 50 feet.
Yeah, so
Okay,
half of would know. 50.
how long is 50 feet? It is 9 things that are about 50 feet long. Thank you so much, Google.
Some nice references.
The Hollywood sign is about 50 feet long.
Oh, damn.
A semi-truck is about 50 feet long.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. An extension cord, a fishing boat, a garden hose is about 50 feet long.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
extension cord feels weird because like there
It
are
can be-
such variants.
Yeah,
in
there
are.
different, like,
That's just
Three-
saying there's an extension cord that's 50 feet long. It exists.
3 SUVs.
okay, that is a more useful measurement.
Apparently 3 parking spaces lengthwise, roughly. I don't know. I think the semi-truck is the best example for me.
Mhm.
So both a semi-truck or the Hollywood sign. Okay, sorry. So that's how long 50 feet is. You might not be able to catch it within 50 feet because as they begin to run away, it looks like they have a little base right inside of the metal jungle, the mall. And you don't see it in here. You don't know where it is. You also don't see that 4th raccoon.
Yeah.
So if you want to use it, you'd probably have to extend your senses.
Yeah. Did we get any more information about where in the metal jungle the oasis might be? Not really.
My grandma said it was deep inside, next to a big, like, I don't know, next to a big bullseye.
Keep an eye out for the bullseye.
Would there be any kind of signs around that have names or symbols on them for like the stores and stuff?
If you're looking for one of the directories, there is one inside. It looks like it looks really dirty, and the light's not on, so you'd have to peer really hard to try and read it. But yes, there is a directory.
I'm gonna try to look at it and see if I understand what I'm looking at.
So magical kitties actually can read.
Okay.
It'll take a minute. You don't have full like smooth clear reading literacy, but it'll take you a second to like decipher. But magical kitties can read.
Sweet.
I don't have the brain cell today, so I would like to support the reading by singing the song Memory from Cats.
This is nice soothing.
Yeah. The high notes. It's possible that Meow does not have a future as a musical theater cat. But she is very jellical. So
What's her dream role?
I think her dream role, let me think about it. I have to think about it. There's like a top 3 that I'm thinking about. But she is singing Memory, which is a song that she knows because her mom sings it to her.
Oh. Okay. Gonna decipher the map, the directory.
Roll me a cunning check.
Okay.
This will be like a 5. This is gonna be kind of hard. Not because it's like you can't read it, but because it's dirty and you kind of have to like try and like get up there to read it.
I'm not adding anything to this, right? I don't think. All right. Let's see. We got a 6.
Her
Whoa.
dream role is Elphaba.
Let me mark down a little thingy. All right. While Jingles is deciphering, what is Chaz and Claudia doing?
As is here's Bullseye, so he'll start kind of walking around. Trying not to get too far away from the group, but just keeping an eye out for Bullseye or anything like that.
I'm just gonna tell you there's nothing nearby that looks like a bullseye.
Claudia's
Claudia.
just gonna be looking around, not going very far, just making sure there's no more nonsense about to occur.
Okay. While I describe what Jingles sees, roll me a cunning perception check, Claudia. Jingles, it takes a minute for you. I think you got 1 success.
Yeah.
All right. I think your consequence is going to be it's going to take a little bit because there you have to figure out how to get to the height where you need to be able to read everything, because it's, you know what it looks like, it's like a triangle, like a column, and you got to like read everything, and there's like no chair nearby, so it takes a minute. Eventually though, that you do see on the 3rd floor, very, very far away from here, past the food court, is the symbol of a bullseye. And you can see that the place that it's called is Target. It's next to this place. It might be next to this place called Target.
Okay. I think we're looking for Target.
I rolled a 3, by the way.
Okay. Let me hold on. Let me look at my stamp block for this, because I forget. Okay. You don't see anything, Claudia. It looks like everyone has left except the 5 of you.
You said I saw that the Target was like past the food court.
Like on the 2nd floor, far, far on the other side of the mall.
I have been to this place.
Target?
Sometimes my Meowther takes me on my leash. and she jokes because I ride in the cart, and I am the queen of the cart. And then she says that I am looking around so much that I am a cartographer.
I am adding another. It's not a pun, but if cats show up on, like, real life cats show up on screen, I'm adding a point for me to
I
donate
need
because
to
they're
import
perfect.
some cats real
Yeah,
quick.
she's probably gonna be here for the rest of the stream.
She's perfect. I love her.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. You have a destination. Pebbles looks anxious to go. Continue on.
Let's head that way. I'm trying to
Mhm.
either see which direction that is, or we can also try to sniff out the food court.
Food.
Pick up a little snack on our way there.
Do they have chicken? I love chicken. Tuna.
Possibly. It'll probably be a lot of like leftover stuff.
I don't know,
Food,
this-
glorious food.
This place is kind of old. Like, it hasn't been inhabited for a while.
Some moldy snacks.
Moldy, gross,
Delicious.
stale snacks.
Which, if not that bad, my humans keep food for like a really long time. They say like the expiration dates are like just a suggestion. And like we've been fine.
Mm-hmm.
That is like the most boomer thing.
There are foods that I like, but some of them have really long names and I can't say them because it's a meowful.
All
Let's
right.
go that way.
All right. So the five of you begin to continue making your way through the metal jungle, River City Mall. And you're passing a lot of closed stores. There's windows that are broken, and essentially you don't really see a whole lot of other like people. You do get the feeling that like something is watching you, but this place has been looted over and abandoned for a while. It feels a little ominous.
And I try to see if I hear any skittering
Sure.
with my
is-
sense of hearing.
It is the food court, so are you sure it's not omnomnomious? That's
not
not
a
a cat pun. That
not
one's
a
just
cat
for
pun.
you.
It was just for
It's
fun.
just for you.
Just for fun. You can roll. You're not at the food court yet, but you are on your way there. So if you want to roll a cunning check with your hearing talent, you may.
My highest two are a 6 and a 4.
You hear the sound of flapping wing beats
Oh.
and also the occasional skitter of something small and rodent-like. You do see a squirrel staring down at you from one of the rafters, along with maybe like some pigeons. You also see one seagull who is staring at all of you, like kind of following and watching.
What's some little followers?
Hmm.
Not your kind of followers. Kind of like stalker kind of followers.
They're all
It's
giving me the heebie-jeebies. I
Yeah,
don't like it. And he kind of like, who's the biggest cat? I feel like Chaz is Chaz might be the biggest cat with the chonk.
Yeah, a little bit.
You said you had a belly. So Pebbles is kind of like sticking close to you. I don't like this. This is creepy.
Yeah.
Okay. But the pet oasis has to be here. Pet oasis. Has anyone seen any fur nor tail of the thieves?
no, just some squirrels and birds.
Mhm.
He looks up, sees the seagull. Ugh, it's Fry.
Oh, you know them?
Right.
Fry is not the brightest bird.
Could they help us? Are they chill?
They're nice, but he mostly wants food.
Mm.
He's not bright.
Mm.
I wouldn't rely on Fry.
Are they a prowler?
No, he's just a scavenger seagull.
Hey, I think Meowl just looks up and goes, Meow, come down here. Meow.
The seagull looks around, looks down at you like inquisitively.
Have you
He's talking to
seen
you.
Key? Shiny. It's shiny. Key.
Fry seafood. Fry. Fry want fry.
Shiny. Trade for food.
No shiny. Want fry.
Mm.
Pebbles shakes his head.
We see this seems to be impossible.
Fry.
Are there any
Anyone?
like
Right.
French fries on the ground that are like no?
If there is, it's been
He's been
picked
searching
over.
forever for
Mhm.
Fry.
Is there like a board that has a picture of French fries on it in the here? Like
Not here. You're not at the food court yet, but maybe at the food court. You unmuted, Fairy. Did you have something to say?
Oh, yes. That was a meowtastic idea there. Meow.
Thank you.
Maybe if we do find something, we can bribe him later, but maybe we should
Yeah.
keep going.
Sure.
Also,
Yeah.
the squirrels are creeping me out too.
I agree.
They are imposters.
Really scary and creepy. Also, I'm afraid they might be working with the mice.
All the vermin work together.
And y'all keep going. Eventually, you do make it to the food court, which is a mess. All the tables and chairs are knocked over. The garbage has been picked through and decayed and is gross. And you actually see a lot of like debris and rubble.
Looks like a catastrophe came through here. That's what-
Cataclysmic. Just gonna say cat words now.
So maybe we should be careful, but is the bullseye past here, Jingles?
Yeah, then to go past the food court, which is, I'm assuming this.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the big bullseye.
Okay. He begins looking around, begins cautiously making his way across the food court. What about the rest of y'all?
Following.
Follow, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my basic shadow thing to hide as we go. So
Okay. I need
Whoa.
everyone to make me a fierce check. It is not for stealth, unless you're trying to be stealthy. But it is not meant for stealth.
I rolled a 6. I don't know what it means, but it seems good.
I
I
also rolled a
rolled
6.
a 1.
Got a 1.
Wow,
So-
we're just opposite ends.
Oh no. So Jingles and Meowl succeeded. And Chaz and Claudia did not. Were you using your shadow form, Claudia? Did you roll 2
Oh.
extra dice?
Let's do that. Please don't attack them. I got a 3 and a 4.
Okay. So you did get a success, Claudia. I think everybody got 1 success. except for Chaz, right? Okay. So basically what happens as the 5 of you begin to make your way across the food court is there's a lot of rubble, there's a lot of dirt and rock and debris moving underneath your paws as you walk. And essentially what happens is the ground underneath your feet begins to break. And Jingles and Claudia and Meowl, you're able to jump out of the way with pebbles. However, so you're just dirty. That's your drawback. Your fur is all gross and everything like that.
Oh.
But Chaz, you find yourself with your claws digging into the ground with your lower half like hanging through this newly made hole in the ground with your back paws like dangling to the first 4 below.
Can I help? Can we combine our telekinesis, maybe?
I already used mine during the mouse fighter.
But for this is technically a new scene. This is a new scene. So if you want to both use your telekinesis, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I will. I can't think of an appropriate cat pun, but like it's very
This
Avenger-
is the perfect team up.
Avengers cat symbol. It's not my finest work.
I will say this will be a difficulty 4 for the 2 of you.
Okay,
This will
but
be
I roll 2 extra, right?
yes,
Yeah.
cunning plus 2 extra for both of you.
I got a 4 and a 5.
I got 1 4.
So the 2 of you working together are able to lift up Chaz's little chubby pouch belly and put it back on solid ground.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I
After
give
that,
you a nice friendship bat.
No, he bows for the pet. You make the perfect CAAT.
I love it.
Okay, so let's be a little more careful walking through here.
Does anyone have a brush and opposable thumbs?
Use my claws
I'm so dirty.
There might be a brush at the
to
Target.
lick yourself.
Target has many things. You raise a very good point, Chess.
okay. After this close call, you continue making your way past the food court, and eventually you do make it to, you see a really big, round, red and white bullseye near what is a sign that says Target. Inside the Target, you see empty shelves and everything like that. But next to it, you see glass windows with they're very dirty, they're very faded. But on these windows, you see the images of cats and dogs and birds and hamsters. And you also see the door open, swung open. And you smell raccoon and mouse in the air.
Well, it looks like they got here first. Did they leave the key in the door?
Yeah, they did.
Your key, Pebbles.
Okay, but it exists. This is it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Seems like it.
must be it.
I'm ready for all the cat food that my tummy can eat. I'm ready for all the toys and the beds. See if it's right. Why are you two here? You 4 here again?
We
We're
need the
looking-
cat toy.
Of
Oh, joy.
joy.
Of joy.
I will help you. But I am glad I know that this exists. But we must go. We have to make sure they don't mess it up.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. After you.
Yeah. Be on the lookout.
Yeah. I think Meow is gonna like peer to the sides as we go, like trying to keep an eye out for signs of imposters.
All right. Meow, you can do a cunning perception check. What is everyone else doing? Sneaking around, looking around? What are you doing?
And I can try to use my detecting to find the toy, or at least similar toys. Get the
I'm gonna try
vibes.
my best
Looking
to
for that
sneak.
toy.
Okay. So Claudia rolled a sneak. What did you say, Chaz?
I'm gonna sneak around as well.
Okay. You rolled a sneak, and Jinkles, you can roll to detect. So cunning with your cunning with your magical power. Chaz and Claudia, fierce with sneaking, and then Meow, you rolled cunning, right?
Yeah. I my highest is a 3.
I got a 5.
Yeah, so I think the 3 passes for cunning. You see the remains. You see a couple doo-doos from mice that they left behind. They're here. They are absolutely here. They're not nearby, but they have walked through here, and they also left paw prints in the dust. Jingles, what about you?
What was I aiming for?
I think this is gonna be like a 5-ish.
Okay, I got 1-6.
You can sense it.
Okay.
The toy that Garth described to you, it is deep into the pet oasis.
We'll just start carefully going in that direction.
All right. And Claudia and Chaz.
I rolled a 5 for my stealth, so I'm just trying to
You got 6.
sneakily get inside without alerting the mice and the raccoons.
Yes. So the two of you are able to walk in stealthily, bellies to the ground, and making sure that you are not seen or heard by the other intruders that are here. Jingles, you said you are leading the way, right? Okay. The 4 of you begin to follow Jingles, and it is this pet oasis has fallen into dilapidation, but you can see it for what it once was. You see the old, dusty, now moth-eaten remains of very comfortable beds and cushions. You see, you don't see, but you smell what used to be food and treats hung on these very tall shelves for people to feast upon. And then the remains of what used to be toys, occasional artificial feathers, the straw or fabric from old fake mice, and just the old remains of pets that used to be.
Anything with bells on it?
Fortunately, no. There's like
Can-
one of them, but like the little dingly thing in the center, it's no longer there. It doesn't do the
That's the
jingle.
good part.
That's the good part, and it is no longer there. But you see what this oasis used to be in long, long years past.
Well, this place sucks. We should leave.
What if there's more?
This is a treasure trove. I have seen the human they make films about these things. Indiana Bones is a dog. And Indiana Bones goes on adventures to find the treasure. We should be Indiana Bones.
I was waiting for someone to mention Indiana Jones. Welcome to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What is that spark?
There we
Best
go.
part.
Perfect.
I don't like dogs. They're
Yeah, I
so
don't wanna be a
yappy
dog.
and
They're okay.
I have collaborated with some dogs. I find them to be over enthusiastic.
they're
But
so
they
pushy.
are they are very motivated. They are even more motivated by treats than I am.
All right. Are you going deeper?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to go deeper.
We have a mission.
Okay. I would like everyone to make me a fierce check, please, as you begin to walk down these. Well, I'll let you decide, but I'm not going to tell you why. I need you to make a fierce check or a cunning check.
I'm gonna make cunning because I get another die.
Okay.
That was the correct decision.
Yes.
I got 4s, 3 4s.
I got 2 5 sticks.
I got a 5 and a 4.
I got 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So you all pass. And what happens is that you are Pebbles is like walking next to you, Jingles, and they step and then they suddenly jump out of the way and are like, it moved. And all of a sudden there is something, the shelf next to you begins to like move and lose its balance, and something falls off of the shelf and over on all of you. But you are all able to dodge what has fallen. It looks like a box of what used to be what the humans used to write things down with. And it just like clatters, and one of them at least sticks into the ground between the tiles.
Oh no.
That was
Do we
close. I'm
see
sorry.
anyone?
Yay! I steal these from my mom all the time. They're so fun to play with.
They can make the clicky clacky. Clicky clacky.
Sorry,
We-
sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you knocked it over? No,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Okay. Sorry. Jingles, you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Right. And he keeps following you, where eventually you make it to a big door, which looks really heavy and is like open but not like closed. So it's like the door is not all the way into the frame, but there's not a space to go through. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And that's what you need is beyond that, Jingles.
We look through the crack in the door.
You can look under the crack underneath
Okay.
the door, but there is no crack in the like between the
Okay.
frame.
Try to look under the door to scope out what's past there.
It's dark, but you get the sense of the room being very full.
Anyone know how to open the door?
Usually I just meow at it until my mom opens it for me.
I mean, I could, but there's no gap for me to put my paw. That's how I normally open the door.
There is it's full in there. I don't know if it's full of like good stuff or bad stuff.
We are so close. This is Pervana.
Or Mervana, if you will.
Maybe if one of us gives me like a boost, I can try and like push and grab the handle, the little thing sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chaz will do that.
Yeah, Chad, you're strong.
we need the longest cats to do this.
So if you want to stand on my back, Chaz, I can help.
Okay.
Okay. And like Pebbles will just kind of like stand there if you want to like reach up.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a strength, Chaz. Fierce, sorry. Do you have points in strength?
I
Fierce.
don't. I didn't see any
Does-
for the character sheet.
Do
Does
any of
no-
us have any?
That's kind of confusing, but
We're all
You
just
can-
the
you can use
weaklings.
you can use one from, you can add an extra die from Pebbles.
Okay.
Pebbles has some fierce in him.
okay. I got a 4 and a 5.
You grab on and Pebbles kind of like grabs your leg it hurts a little bit, but not enough to do an owie. And he begins to like pull you. And he's like, "Help! Everyone, help me pull charge."
Collaboration is worth a collaboration is worth a useful words.
And the door is open. And you see, it's really dark, but you do see, you can't really tell what it is, but you see a lot of stuff on the ground. But until you get in to get a better look, you can't really tell what it is.
I want to go in and I want to sniff.
Do
Pebbles
I
also
hear
goes in.
anything with my sense of hearing?
I'm going to say yes, but I don't know the best way to describe the sound.
Oh.
Me, I don't know how to best describe the sound.
There's an undescribable sound, guys. It's wild.
Claudia and Chaz, do you go in? And Jingles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go into Jingles?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all go in, and as you get closer, you see that this room is completely filled, like the ground and everything is completely filled with packing peanuts. And that sound that you heard was like some of the peanuts moving next to each other. And as you are looking upon this field of packing peanuts, you hear the door behind you slam shut. And you hear the cackling of raccoons behind the door.
Ah, that's a rude thing you have done.
And they're like,
I don't like your catitude.
"Suckers!"
Haters. You're canceled.
What do you want from us?
You don't hear them anymore.
Oh,
They have scampered off.
they just locked us in here for funsies.
Yes.
That's rude.
But
I want to see if there's stuff amongst the packing peanuts.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm gonna be like chewing on one. Just like,
That's really the most realistic version of what is happening now. Is
Yeah. Claudia's
Yeah.
just prancing around in the packing peanuts.
Right.
so
Because-
except for how hairless is Jingles? Are you completely hairless, or do you have that really, really fine fur?
mostly hairless. There might be like a little bit of like fuzz in some places.
Okay. So basically what happens for most of you, not a little bit for Jingles, but not as much as everyone else. Y'all, the packing peanuts are being stuck to y'all. They are just like static electricity clinging to you, and you are just little packing peanut monsters after you are going through everything. Since you're not trying to avoid everything, you do see some boxes towards the far back of the room. But you're packing peanut in.
We
I
think
am
it's in the box.
delighted by the sound of the packing peanuts, and I'm just like prancing around. Like in like I have videos of my dog at the dog park when there's leaves on the ground and just like doing the prancing through the crotch. That's what the vibe.
Babies.
Babies. There was
Um,
also last time this happened, last fall, there was like a teeny tiny dog who could barely see over the leaves, but was just like plowing through them, prancing. It was incredible.
Anyway, y'all are covered in packing peanuts, stuck to all of you. It's a little annoying to move, to be quite honest. What are y'all doing?
Try to make my way to the boxes.
Yeah,
See
Claudia
what's
wants to go check out
inside.
the boxes.
And maybe just go inside and sit in a box because that's a great time.
Okay. So you can hop inside the box. It's like a pile of like a small pile. It's like a couple on the bottom, couple on a second on top of that. And what you see inside are some toys.
Do any of them look like the toy we're looking for?
The box that you hop into is full of similar looking toys. The one you were shown was a frog. However, you see like a yellow duck, not a frog.
That
You
looks
see-
like one of the toys I have at home.
Yeah, this one's got ducks in it. Do any of the other ones have the frogs?
Not in this box, no.
Next box.
Is the next box underneath the first box?
That
Alrighty.
that
So
But-
who
Well, I
wants?
don't think bapping is gonna work. I think we're gonna have to,
Push.
throw some weight against one of the sides here.
Yeah,
Meow is not very strong, so is undeterred.
you're just flapping at it.
This is the path forward for Meow.
So who is trying to move said box?
Chaz will
Claudia
try.
will do it.
Yeah, let's
Put
go,
her
Claudia.
paws on top of the side of the box in hopes of it falling over.
All right, please roll me a strength check, please.
It's a 2.
Yeah, you can't really push this box over. Um,
I am kind of small.
Mhm.
I was literally looking at everyone's like character sheet. The only person that has anything other than a 1 in strength is the player that could not make it today.
That was fairly
Our
predictable.
strength.
Mhm.
Everyone else is like between 2s and 3s between their cunning and their cute,
Yep.
which is incredibly funny.
We have a certain set of skills.
Mhm.
And being strong is not one of them.
How about
Nope.
that? Can I try helping by pushing the box from the inside?
Physically, physics says no.
Just like jumping at.
Oh
the
wait, no,
other
you
end.
can. You can if you're trying to topple it. Yes. Just pushing it, no. But if you're trying to topple it, yes, you can roll.
I don't roll my 1 strength. 6.
Okay. Claudia, after you are trying for a second to push this box, it does not work. However, from the inside, Jingles is able to topple the box, and all of these like ducks like fall on you and like kind of bury on you, like under their toy goodness.
Toy
Claudia is
storm.
in bliss. She's just covered in duckies. So
Someone
happy.
Call a doctor. It's not a cat pun, but
But it's
like,
funny.
I mean, I had to branch out, you know?
Call a meowdical professional.
A meowdical professional. You're absolutely correct.
Chaz, while they're going through the boxes, what are you doing?
Right. Chaz is gonna go back to the door and see if there's a way he can, if it's surely locked or if it's try to push it or just try to get it back open so we have a way out of here.
Roll me a quick cunning check.
Okay. 2 6s and a 4.
It is closed. If you try to push against it, it is stuck.
Okay.
So it sound like just based off of looking at it, it didn't close all the way before because the door was like a little bigger than the frame. So, but now it's kind of been shoved in there, and now it's stuck. So you're stuck in here, unfortunately. So you'd have to find another way out, or make another way out.
Okay. Yeah, and start searching for like a hole or a window or anything like that.
Okay.
So
We'll
you
come
might-
back. We'll come back to you if you're just continuing to look.
Mhm.
Back to the boxes. You have
Next
cleared
box.
You've cleared the box. This box, if you try and go in, it is closed, but with between claws and chewing, I think you can get an opening. You see more ducks. You see a couple of mice toys. Jingles, if you're hot and you're cold, it's in here, but like it's not on the top,
It's in this box though.
but it's in this box. Yeah.
Ooh. Just start digging.
Okay. I'm gonna say Is anyone else helping her dig?
I
No,
mean,
Claudia's still distracted by
In duck heaven.
I think Meow wants to see if there's any other animals that have been here. Like, do I smell other animals on this? But I think I will help dig if Jingles requests assistance.
Do you request assistance, Jingles? Are you good?
Yeah, I'll be like, come on, let's go. We'll find it.
As you're digging and you're moving the toys out of the way, so like when a dog is digging a hole, you're moving the dirt out of the way. Eventually, you do see a bright little green froggo, and if you pick it up, it does a little ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. It makes sounds.
This is the best toy.
It is the best toy. You hear the ribbit, ribbit. What do you do once you find the toy?
Gingerly pick it up.
Okay.
I think
And-
if I see it, I let out a meow of victory.
We found it.
All right. Do you move out of the box?
Yeah, I'll probably jump out with it.
Okay. So, Chaz, you can hear commotion going on but you're not right there, so you can't see it.
Mhm.
So essentially what happened, you're essentially in a back room with a bunch of shelves and boxes, but there's you ended up in this pile of boxes was in front of a aisle, right? But the back wall also has like shelves and stuff like that. And essentially what happens as Jingles pops out with this in victory with this froggo, that weight of the box with all the cat toys behind it was keeping a big old ball toy from rolling everywhere. So I need Jingles, Meow, and Claudia to make a fierce check as this ball toy that was being held back by the boxes begins to roll towards you down this aisle.
I rolled a 1. Which
Oh, no.
is par for the course for Claudia, to be honest.
Jingles, tell me what you do to not get squished.
I'm probably the most just can move the best right now because I have the least packing peanuts stuck to me. So I'm able to just kind of like maybe roll a little bit out of the way.
Meow and Claudia, you are this ball toy rolls over you, and it is incredibly uncomfortable as you are just squished into the ground, and you take an owie.
That's fair.
But yeah, Chaz, you hear this commotion,
And now you go check it out.
and as you go to check it out, you see this ball like roll to a stop and bump against like the wall closest to you.
And there's pebbles around. I'm sorry.
Pebbles,
Did you get squished here?
Pebbles was also looking for was not near
Okay.
with the cat toys. He was actually looking around as well, trying to find a way out. But
Okay.
he's like, "Hey, what happened?"
That was a giant ball.
Yeah, but like, hey, is everyone okay?
I'm good.
Claudia's
Meow.
decided to jump onto the ball because she's obsessed with balls. So a giant ball is her favorite thing.
All right.
She's great.
You perfect. It's perfect. did-
Maybe we use to get the door unstuck.
Yeah. How big is it? Could we roll it into the door?
It's not that type of ball. Have you ever
Oh.
seen the agility course balls?
Hmm.
They're
I
it's
can-
okay. So you know the balls that you can sit on to do like workouts and stuff.
like
Yeah.
a yoga ball.
Yeah, it's like a yoga ball.
Okay.
So it's not heavy, but it is startling.
Yeah, the owie was totally worth it to Claudia.
Well, at
Um,
least if we're stuck in here forever, we've got some pretty cool toys.
That's true.
It is. So yeah, right now you're still stuck in this room though, with the cat toy of joy in your mouth. Your mouth.
Chaz will keep searching for a way out.
All right. You are already looking, Chaz, so please make me a perception check. Or if there's anyone else who wants to look, you can also roll as well.
So that's that cunning.
Getting, yes. Jingles, I will say your hearing will not help you here.
Yeah.
Is Claudia still on the ball?
Yes, she's entirely distracted by this
think-
giant ball.
I think that Meow is like, wait, Claudia, I want to come too, and is trying to like climb it, which I imagine is not very helpful.
It's not going well. Absolutely not.
I got 1-5.
Jingles?
We're trying to hit 5.
I didn't set a
Oh.
difficulty. I'll let you know
yeah.
if you succeed.
Okay, I got 3, 4, 5.
So between the two of you, it takes a little searching, but eventually you are able to find another way out. It is that there seem to be vents. The reason why you didn't notice them right away is because they are not at ground level. There are some vents higher, closer to the ceiling, which you could reach with some climbing on the shelves. But there is there's only like one screw holding in the grate, and it might be a little bit of a squeeze, but no one will get stuck. You could probably find a way out from there.
Then you've all used your magic powers to bust open the grates so we can all get through there.
Can I mean, I might be able to pull it. Is this a separate scene from when I
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it's like that difficult to pull the grate off.
Okay.
It wouldn't be worth making you roll for it.
Okay.
This is a old place which is falling apart, so
Okay.
Yes, let's try to get up there.
I will need everyone to make me a climb check, but that's about it.
Can
What
I
would climb be?
strength, I
fierce.
imagine, right?
Yeah, fierce.
Can I somehow turn this into better by using the ball to bounce? I want to use it like a trampoline.
And before
gonna be
you do
hard.
that, Claudia's gonna just jump off and start heading up the
Meow,
elves.
you can, but it will be hard. This will be
I
like
mean,
a 5.
It's gonna be hard anyway. We might as well be funny while we do it, right?
Okay, fine.
I got a 5.
I got 4.
I'm
I got
an
a 6.
athlete. I'm a catleat.
So it wasn't going to be super hard to climb. Meow, you describe what happens.
I think it looks like like it's such danger, and it looks like this cat is gonna splat all over the floor, and then just defying all logic and reason, she manages to get like a good bounce and manages to like hook claws on the vent.
See, the humans would have loved to have used the rectangles for that. That would have been good.
I could have gotten so many followers.
Yeah. Just do it again later.
I'll do it again later. It's not a problem.
So the 5 of you are able to squeeze into the vents. It takes a little trial and error to figure out where the vents lead to outside. And by the time you do make it out of the mall, the sun is starting to set. With a little bit of sneaking, you are able to avoid the mice and the raccoons who are looking for something or just complaining to each other about those damn cats. And eventually you make it back to the party paws, which is the people leading the trash bus. And you're able to head back to Garth's human's home. And he's laying on the couch with his friend S'mores, and they're simultaneously grooming each other when you arrive.
Hello, hope it's okay that we're back tomorrow. We won't be here long, I promise.
And they all look. You have the frog. Does it exist?
It does.
Oh yeah, it totally exists.
Do Did you get the cat toy of joy?
Yep, but
And he jumps off the couch and begins like batting at it, and he's like a little kitten, and he's like, you hear the frog does not stop frogging with the sound. And
careful, it's you might if you use it that much, you might have to get a new one soon.
worth it.
It's fair.
And he will look over at S'mores, and she'll nod, and she will come out with a bell, a couple bells. Looks like they look like new collars, but they all have bells on them. They have treats, and then she also pushes like a couple of the stars to you, Meow, which are just like origami stars.
Oh.
I love them.
Go ahead.
I eat one immediately.
You can do that. Wait, the star or the tree or both?
Oh,
Okay. Claudia, you are brought a couple of balls, which are actually just like toys, like round cat toys. And Chaz, you have the choice of choosing one of several blankets from the hope chest. There's some homemade ones, there's crocheted ones, the no-sew felt blankets, a couple like small fleece ones.
I'll take a small fleece blanket.
Easily stealable. Good job. And is there anything else my kitties would like to do in their epilogues? Tell me about your epilogues as we begin to wind down and end this charity game of Magical Kitties and the Cat Toy of Joy.
Sure, I'll go first. Yeah, Chaz bids everyone. Well, he takes his blanket. He's kind of got it wrapped. He kind of wraps around himself like a little cape. And he gets home. He gets home. He gets inside. Gets to his little area just as his human mama comes home, and she's covered in dough and everything else too, and just seems kind of distracted and she's like, "Hi, Chaz." She fills his bowl and she's looking at recipes, and then she just as Chaz goes over and starts eating, she's in the other room and the phone rings, and then all of a sudden he hears she says, "Where'd you get that blanket? Where'd you get that blanket?" And then we'll fade to black on that.
Aw.
I can go next. So Claudia makes it home in the evening with her balls, and her mom's working on her stories and in her office, and Claudia's gonna come in with one of her balls and drop it at her mom's feet like she always does, and start meowing at her until they start playing fetch.
Fetch.
Before everyone parts ways, Jingles will say, like, we should totally all hang out sometime. This is great. Love making new friends. Pebbles, you're also super cool. And we could come do some drinking contests with you sometimes. That looks awesome. Then when Jingles gets home, she will squeeze behind the couch, where she does very often, and add her new bells to this just huge pile that's just all crammed behind the couch. Just put them on top and be like, ah, yes, and we'll just stare at them.
That's adorable.
Meowl is going to show her human the origami star that she got, and also is going to invite all of her new friends to see her musical, which is called The Magical Miss Meowstopheles. I have a poster actually of Cat Mr. Mistopheles, but you can't see it because it's blurred. I will try it.
We'll imagine it
Unblurred.
in our minds.
It's beautiful. My friend got it for me for my birthday. And it's going to be an extravaganza with audience participation, and everybody will get treats, and we will all have origami stars, and we will all follow each other, and everyone will live happily ever after.
I think that was everybody. Hey, thank you everybody for joining us for Magical Kitties and the Cat Joy of Joy, game number 4 as part of our all weekend charity streams to raise money for Extra Life. We're gonna go around, say hey, who we are, where you can find us, and I'll fill y'all in on the rest of the games for the weekend, but I'll go last. So who would like to go first? Say hey, where, and do all the sign-offs.
Hello, I am Jessie. You can find me most places as Malfunctioning Adult. On Twitter, they wouldn't let me use that many characters, so there's no vowels in the word malfunctioning, but it's on screen. But everywhere else, I am the full words. I do cosplay sometimes. I've been doing a lot of TTRPG stuff recently, and hopefully a lot more. But this has been great, and you're all super cool.
I'm Fairy Zarina. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet as Fairy Zarina. And on Fridays on Twitch, I have been streaming the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Ooh, nice.
Julia Rao. Al, how about you go next?
Sure.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Al. You can find me on social media and Al as Al's Rights or Eldritch Knight. I run a bi-weekly Exandria Tal'Dorei game on the Bardic Inspiration Network every Monday. We're off, or every other Monday. We're off this week, but we'll be back in Monday after that.
Hi, I very nearly broke all of my audio getting up, but everything is fine now. So you could see I have cat Mr.
Oh, beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, I just like cat puns, y'all. Anyway. Hi, I'm Jilly. You can find me at look, it's Jilly most places on the internet. You can also catch me starting in not this Monday, but the following Monday on Nerds with Dice. We are playing a game of Night. And it's gonna be really fun. Nights, plural. I think there's more than one. I believe it's Nights plural. Starting back in October, we just had our mid-season break, but also on Nerds with Dice, we will be playing the second half of our Masks campaign. And it's a really good time. I play a teenager with poison powers, so everything is fine. And I have another thing that I don't think I can announce yet, but I will also be at Big Bad Con running and editing and writing for TTRPG workshop, which has like one space left in it. So you should sign up for that with the quickness if you are going to be at Big Bad Con and want to do the thing. I think that is me. It has been a pleasure being your star cat for the evening.
And hello, I am Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and you can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Tumblr at Archmage of Dice. I will be over on Sword and Key at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight, playing your lovely psionic rogue star druid centaur Acacia on Horizon's Call. I'm not doing a lot of streaming after this, but I will have one more charity game at the end of October on Thursday, October 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern, running a game of Sunken, which is a game of nautical horror where all my players are going to die gruesome deaths, and it's going to be great. That game is currently casting right now. So if you want to raise money for Oceania with a lot of fear and respect for the ocean, please go check out the Sword and Key social media. Sword and Key is separated by underscores. We're still casting for that, so sign up. Also, this is, as I've mentioned a couple times already, this is game number 4 as part of our Extra Life charity stream. As of right now, we have raised $325, but please join us today at 3 p.m. Eastern for The Woman in Red, which is a game of Candela Obscura. And at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have a game called My Favorite Game on the Citadel, which is a game of Mass Effect, which I have been told there is a surprise. So please come check out that surprise. And then tomorrow we will have 3 more games, both at 11 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 7 p.m. Easterns for games 7, 8, and 9. So yeah, please check us out in little less than an hour, and we will see you soon. Bye. Bye.